So I just wanted to show you a sample of what you're doing today for this particular activity. So these kind of things we've already talked about, what means synthetic and why they come from natural resources. This should be reviewed. This one is probably not new, but sometimes there's substances that we can't find the compound in nature or we can't have access to it. So why would they synthesize something that already exists? Is just because we may not be able to get to it or have access to it. So for example, in our area, scientists synthesize vitamin D into a vitamin. And so you can take vitamin D supplements because even though vitamin D exists in nature, it's hard for us to get that. So that's one example there. And then you're going to use your Canvas page, and it's very clear of a polyester t-shirt versus a cotton t-shirt. I've given you the major ingredients. In fact, you're more than welcome to add on. These are not the only two. But where petroleum, what natural resources is used to make petroleum and something called ethylene? Okay, and so there's probably more than one. And then over here, you're just going to, is it renewable? Why or why not? So make sure you're answering that question. So it's going to be renewable or non-renewable and tell me why it is. And you'll do the same thing for cotton as a resort to that. On the back, this gets a little bit trickier. So what you're going to do here is create a life cycle. So using your research that is in Canvas, I'm going to create a life cycle of both the polyester t-shirt, and you're going to tell me is that a synthetic or natural product, and the cotton t-shirt, again, synthetic or natural product. I'm going to give you a sample, and this is by no means perfect, but I'm going to do it pretend like mine, I'm going to come up with a wood chair. So my life cycle might be something like the trees have to be planted, so I'm going to plant the trees, and then the trees have to be harvested, and when the trees are harvested, that takes a machinery for that, and then I might say that it needs to go to a mill to make into wood, and then it's going to go to the factory to make my chair, and then it's going to then go to a warehouse and get all the different things of how it could get to me. So that's just one sample of what it could look like.